Jones. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the ECOLA Blue atmospheric water generator that produces pure drinking water right from the humidity in the air. No, this isn't science fiction. It's very real. I know because I use one every day in my own home, and it's available right now to you. Because you know exactly where your water comes from with ECOLA Blue, you'll know what's in your cup. Clean, great-tasting water without all the pollutants. Get your family off the grid today by ordering your own ECOLA Blue atmospheric water generator for your home or business. Their best seller, the ECOLA Blue 28, produces up to 7 gallons of water every day. The ECOLA Blue 28 is easy to use and economical. Generate your own pure water from the humidity in the air. This system is free of chemicals and uses a multi-stage filtration system, including reverse osmosis, carbon filters, and ultraviolet lights. Order now and claim your water independence today by calling ECOLA Blue at 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Or visit ECOLA Blue on the web at www.ecoloblu.com today.
Why are you letting that search engine spy on you?
Spy on me?
Yeah. Don't you know Google, Yahoo, and other search engines record all your searches and store them in a giant database? You should use StartPage instead.
StartPage?
Yeah, StartPage.com. The new name for Ixquick, the world's most private search engine. They don't record your searches or your IP address, and the search results are great. Plus, StartPage is third-party certified, and it's totally free.
I don't want Big Brother watching what I do on the internet. I'm adding StartPage to my browser.
Right. Go to StartPage.com and start searching with privacy.
Hello, folks. This is Alex Jones. There are some habits you need to break if you want to hold on to your privacy. That's why I'm inviting you to take the 1-week StartPage challenge. The next time you're about to look something up on Google, Yahoo, or Bing, go to StartPage.com instead. Try 7 days of StartPage and break the Big Brother habit. Do yourself and your privacy a favor. Try StartPage.com for 7 days and start protecting your privacy. That's StartPage.com.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realist, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
We all know that the Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 4 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water systems. The revolutionary Berkey light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and re-cleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels, and removes harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey guy will include 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping, an $87 value, yours free, but only for a limited time. Just call the Berkey guy at 1-877-886-3653 now to order. That's 1-877-886-3653, or order online now at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
We are back live. Webster Tarpley with us in this segment and the next. Then I'm going to play a whole bunch of audio clips from listeners from the new comment line, 512-646-4444, and try to quickly answer your questions or make my own statement or comment on your comments. That is coming up. And then Alan Colmes. I haven't even gotten into a bunch of the news today. We've had so many informative guests. Okay, short segment, Webster. We know that Saudi Arabia has been funding the U.S. and asking the U.S. for a long time to attack Iran. Why is Saudi Arabia after Iran? Just because they want to be the dominant force in the region and Saudi Arabia wants to be the dominant force? Why is there this long-standing? Is it because one is a separate group of Islam, the majority group based out of Iran, and we've got based out of Saudi Arabia, and we have the Shiites out of Iran? I mean, is that why this is happening?
Yes, it's partly religious, right? It's partly Iranian Shiites versus the Wahhabites of Saudi Arabia. But remember also, when you had that long Iran-Iraq war, right, that the U.S. had provoked, there was this thing called the Gulf Cooperation Council, which was Saudi Arabia and all the little Gulf Emirates, which had been British puppet states, and they were supporting Iraq against Iran. So there's quite a bit of bad blood. And naturally, the Saudis feel that Yemen is on their side of the Gulf, right? And therefore, they should be the preponderant power. But the Iranians are interested in meddling. Now, this probably.
Let me just ask you real quick. Hold on. What is the real relationship? Is Saudi Arabia still a purely puppet state of Anglo-American oil, of the Anglo-American / Dutch interest, or is it now? Because you talked about that Russia trip, that there may be some shifting.
Yeah, there's this question of Prince Bandar. What happened to Prince Bandar? Where is he? This is Bandar Bush. For a long time, he was considered to be the chief of the pro-U.S. party. This is the guy that spent 9/11 afternoon and evening with Bush in the White House. But we had, in August, reports that Prince Bandar, now the head of the National Security Council, had attempted a coup d'etat in terms of at least the royal succession, and had been placed under house arrest. And then we went back and looked at what had Prince Bandar been doing lately, and it was meetings with Putin, trips to Russia, cooperation with Russia, and that all of that necessarily means is that Saudi Arabia wants to be balanced, not a complete puppet state and client state of the U.S., not locked in the deadly grip of Wall Street, but that they'd like to have other options. Of course, that's what the Wall Street characters cannot accept. So I think the internal situation of Saudi Arabia is worth looking at. Here's the other thing. The Hajj, right, the great Muslim pilgrimage, is coming now at the end of this month. It's basically within the next 7 to 10 days. You'll have the people going to Mecca and possibly Medina and then leaving. Now, remember, 30 years ago, when Zbigniew Brzezinski was in the National Security Council, we had a fanatical group, an armed group of about 100 fighters, take control of the Kaaba, right, the central holy site of Islam, and start shooting. And there was an armed confrontation that went on for the best part of a week or two. And that's what you've got to think about. What kind of an event like that, if you had a repetition of that November 1979 attack on Mecca, that I think would tend to shock the world, and people would wonder about the stability of Saudi Arabia, and a whole lot of dollars would flee back to New York under this safe haven. I call this Operation Safe Haven, and I'm wondering if this is the card that Wall Street wants to play. You could also have a coup d'etat in Saudi Arabia, and this could be sponsored by the U.S. Remember, in the Carter administration, Brzezinski was the mastermind of the ouster of the Shah and bringing in Khomeini. Now, what if that happens to the Saudis? I think some of the Saudis realize they may be candidates for that, and therefore they may be thinking, let's try to get the Russians in here or the Chinese or somebody else so that we have somebody to turn to if the Obama administration tries to foment a coup in this way. Now, some of this is speculation, but maybe not so much. If there was a coup attempt in August, there might be another one soon.
But bottom line, the establishment needs global crises. They need to stage events. Could that be staged terror here in the United States? Could it be staged terror in Europe? Could it be a new war with Russia like we saw with 888? I mean, are there other things you see on the horizon?
The doctrine currently, and this is what Brzezinski says, is the U.S. cannot become directly militarily engaged anywhere.
So they want to use puppet kamikazes.
It's enough. You got to play the other countries one against the other. That's why this idea of a conflict between Saudi Arabia and Iran over Yemen is such an attractive idea for these people. We've also got to remember Obama is going to escalate the Afghan war very soon. I want to remind people about that interesting anti-war demonstration in Lafayette Park at the White House, Saturday, December 12th at 11 a.m. If you're near Washington, stop by and protest. All right,
stay there, Webster. I want to come back, finish up with that, get more into the economy with you, and I've got some other important areas. I want to talk about cap and trade with Webster.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.